All right, everybody. We are live for this week's episode of our show, Indie Inquiries. This is going to be episode 19, where each week Shark and I review indie store pages and provide analysis and critiques on how to best sell your game. How are you doing, Shark?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to getting into this.
We have two very different games, I think, lined up this week. And we're going to be starting with Neko Ghost Jump. Or, I'm sorry, Neko Ghost, Jump. So
Very
this
important to get the comma in there.
and the exclamation point.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the exclamation point.
So both of our games were submitted by developers, and if you are a developer with a game either on Steam, Itch, Humble, whatever, wherever you have a store page and would like us to review your game, please get in touch. So, as always, let's start with the thumbnail. And the thumbnail, I think, at first glance, it looks good, but there are some issues with it.
The thumbnail is not drawing your eye properly. It's like it's two parts. Like there's the Neko ghost ship part, and then there's the rest of the image part. It's like it's very bipolar. Even the background is bipolar because if you look at it behind the images, it's like purplish color, but behind the text it's like black. So like it's very bipolar, and it's, when it pulls your eyes right into the center between those two things rather than into the blackness / purpleness of space rather than where it is. And it's rather too busy as well.
Yeah. Do you think it would be better if the cat was maybe moved a little bit further over so that where his hand is pointing, it would go to the Neko Ghost Jump logo?
I think if you took all the stuff that was not the cat, that's in between the cat and the Neko, and you moved that to the other side of the logo, and then you moved the logo to the center, that'd be worlds better. I don't think that would be a great thumbnail, but it would be a lot better than this one. You know what I mean? It'd be just a small change that would make it a world of difference.
So, in terms of grade, I mean, for what's there, it's clean, but at the same time, it's also very busy.
It's clean but cluttered.
Yeah.
Is that simply extreme?
Maybe. I mean, it does have good quality to it, and I think that is an important point about these thumbnails. That if your thumbnail looks low quality, a lot of people are just going to immediately click off. They're not even going to bother, looking past that. So, I mean, it works for the most part. So, what are you thinking? Maybe, like, low B range?
Yeah, low B, mid B. I mean, everything that's here is good. It's just the structure is not here. The organization is not here. And, it's one of those things that can, I think this could have been an easy A+ or A thumbnail. But it's a B at best, B- maybe, because of the structure and layout.
I think I'll give it just a B. Because I think that for a lot of people, I think they're just more concerned about the quality than the structure. But I think it does kind of knock it down a few pegs.
Well, the structure is what brings them into the game, what grabs their eyes and everything. But I will go with a B.
Yeah. Alright. Are you ready for the trailer?
Yes. Let's do it.
Alright. Stop all playing. Okay, there we go.
Need some more volume on this one.
Alright. So it did show the transition from 2D to 3D all the way at the beginning. The variety of environments is nice.
Yeah. Although at some points I feel like my eye is being dragged around rather than, remaining stationary. And that part right there, with what I assume is the bosses, just really drags, as does that last part with the cosmetics.
Yeah.
Good call to action. Great call to action. I think that's one of the better call to actions we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's straight to the point. And the logo is nice. Like, do you think, like, this logo would work better as, like, for the thumbnail? Or, like, this style?
I mean, it is the same exact image, it's just rearranged.
Yeah.
But the structure is better here than what's in the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
But this would not fit in the thumbnail because it's really tall and not very wide. And things would be really small.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
So this is a trailer that I think it opens better than it finishes.
Mm-hmm. But it still didn't have a good cold opening, or cold opening at all.
Yeah. Do you think that the trailer demonstrates enough of the game? Because there's a lot going on here between the 2D and the 3D. You have this kind of ghost mode that you transform into.
Possibly outside of the bosses, because I mean it just shows you images of the boss, doesn't show you a boss fight or anything like that. And, I would rather see one good boss fight than just 5 images of a boss doing an idle animation.
Yeah, and maybe drop the shop section.
Yeah, or if you do, just kind of put it, have like maybe text over it while you're going in, and just have it really quickly, over 5,000 combinations, or over 5,000 different things, and just zip right through it.
Yeah, I mean, time-wise, it's 44 seconds, which is pretty good for what we talk about here. It's not a bad trailer, but it's not, like, wowing me either. Like, as you said, it needs a cold open. I think the middle, where it's showing the different environments, is good. But then at exactly 30 seconds is when kind of the trailer, like, stalls.
That's when the trailer just goes to complete crap.
Yeah. And then it rebounds with the call to action at the end.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that last, 10 seconds before the code opening just really drags us down.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the structure right to begin with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like anybody who makes it to the 30-second mark probably didn't go make it very much longer.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be clicking off the game.
So, what are you thinking? Like, I'm thinking maybe like low C, somewhere in the C range.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
low C, high D.
I don't know if it does enough things wrong for a D, but I can't see giving it. I think low C for me. I can't see giving it more than that, at least with what we're seeing here.
Definitely not a C.
Yeah.
It's a low C at best.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn between a low C, a C minus, and a D plus.
Yeah. We're torn between badness, basically.
I think I'm gonna go with the D plus.
I think I'll go with the C minus for me.
All
so
right.
we're kind of like right in there. All right. So screenshots. There are a lot of them. So a few of these were repeated. I think like maybe the first and second one.
First one was repeated. Second one was repeated. I think the third one might have been repeated.
Don't think so, because I don't think it actually showed a boss fight during the trailer.
Did it not?
It did show the ghost mode black and white kind of filter, gray filter. Now the fifth screenshot, definitely not. That was not in the trailer with the cat planet.
yeah, that one was not in there.
Now, one thing that I don't like is the final four. Because it's just all variations of the same thing, just with a different background.
Yeah, that's all horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what we'll say is the last 4 don't count because they have more screenshots than they need here. But I would delete those 4, or at least 3 of them.
Yeah, at least 3. Like I think 1 is fine, but if it's just the same basic thing on 4 different, it feels very copy pasted.
Mm-hmm.
So grade wise, so there are a few repeats, but overall the majority of these are original.
Mm-hmm. And since they only need 5 of them,
they have gone above and beyond.
But they went too far beyond with the last 4.
Yeah,
to negative.
What do you think? In the B range, maybe low mid B?
Low B, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say it would definitely get a lot better if they definitely fixed this last 4 and they got rid of the duplicates.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't get rid of the duplicates, if they just fixed the last 4,
probably should
it would be a lot better grade.
Maybe at least solid B, maybe high B.
Yeah, they would be at least a high B if they got rid of 3 of those last 4 screenshots.
Yeah. All right. So we come down to the About This Game, and it's Gift City.
And banners.
Mm-hmm.
They use blue text.
Yeah.
But there's no white text. And,
And the last GIF is just a repeat of what's in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of information here. As we said, it's good to have lots of GIFs. But you need to break it up. Like, when you just have, GIF to another GIF to another GIF, it's really just like an assault on someone's eyes. Like, there's so much information being shown at them.
Yeah, just like when it's a text to a text to a text to a text.
Like,
yeah, this is the inverse problem.
Like, you want at least, what would you say, maybe 2 lines minimum, 3 lines maximum of, like, white text in between the GIFs?
At least a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to avoid going more than a paragraph, though.
Yeah, you don't want, I would say no more than 3 lines. Yeah, I mean, I would say, the best GIF of the bunch is the Explore 8 Unique Biomes one.
I think the first 3 GIFs are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the first 3 GIFs. They're really good. The last GIF is pretty garbage out.
And that's from the trailer.
Yep.
And then we do have text all the way at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. There's just not enough text.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good that they're using blue text over here, but they need some white text in there with the blue text, because there's not enough blue text to break these GIFs apart.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if they had just put a little bit of white text, between each of these GIFs, and they had done something good with their last GIF, then this would probably be an A.
Yeah. But
maybe even a high A kind of thing.
Yeah. But for what's here, however, it's not. So how far do we ding it?
I think this is B territory.
Yeah. Again, people do care more about the images than I think they do the structure. And this does have, very visual appeal to it. So, what do you think? Solid B?
Yeah.
I think the quality of the good GIFs, kind of saves it to some extent.
Yeah.
But the defeat bosses GIF, it should really be, if you actually just show, combat with a boss, I think would be a lot more better of a GIF there.
And just one GIF like that.
Mm-hmm.
One boss.
Yeah.
And then show a different boss in the trailer.
Yep. All right. So the title card.
They definitely have they have 4 genres, which is good. Although the racing one is a bit confusing, unless you're talking about speed running or something.
Mm-hmm. But we have full contact information. We have website, Facebook, Twitch. We have Twitter. We have YouTube. They got everything.
Mm-hmm. They even have a DreamHack booth.
Yeah.
They nailed the crap out of that.
I want to check something really fast with the algorithm. If I type Neko... Okay, so if I go Neko G, it brings up the game.
Mm-hmm.
Neko does not, because there's tons and tons of cat anime and other stuff on Steam.
But it hasn't released yet, so Steam hasn't started to bury it yet.
Yeah.
Steam doesn't bury your game until after release.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this is, like, for a title card, this is, like, picture perfect. I think this is an A+.
Yeah, I think this is... I wouldn't say picture perfect, but I would say it's definitely A+.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, it's also the least factored into our overall grade.
Mm-hmm. The most factored would be the thumbnail and the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Which both didn't do so hot.
Yeah. So
they weren't horrible.
Yeah. So overall grade. So we gave the thumbnail. What we give it? Like I think a low B.
Low B, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we gave the trailer. That was kind of like in the C- D+ range.
No, I think it was in the C.
I think you gave it a D+. I think I gave it a C-.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Screenshots were decent. Again, just removing a few of the ones that repeated and such. It was still, I think, in the B range.
Yeah.
And then the About This Game section, it was good, but not, standout. So we have a lot of, like, low Bs. We have one low C.
And then we have the A for the title card, but,
that, unfortunately, is the least factor.
Mm-hmm. The most important two are some of the lower grades, actually.
Yeah, like B-.
The trailer is the lowest grade, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Trailer is the lowest.
And then the second, which is arguably the most important, because like the trailer affects everybody that comes to the Steam page.
Mm-hmm.
The thumbnail only affects those who are discovering the game through Steam, and not through a link through Twitter or Discord or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah, but if you want the general consumer to even look at your game, you need the thumbnail to be on point.
No, if it's coming from Steam.
Yeah. So I think this is in the C range for me. I'm not sure. I'll give it CC+. What about you?
I think a C+.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the bones are here, and it's not going to take much besides a new trailer to, they're going to have to do more than that. But, work-wise, the main work they're going to have to do is a trailer,
Yeah.
The other stuff, they could, fix that probably in a few minutes kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think this could be A territory with a new trailer and a few minutes worth of fixing on top of that.
Yeah.
But as is now, I say it's a C+.
Yeah. Like, for a lot of the games that we reviewed, it does not need as much work compared to them, but it needs very targeted work to kind of bump up the grade.
Yeah, and sad thing is games that need far, far more work got far, far better grades than this one. This one just messed up in
the areas that matter the most.
Easy to fix ways for the most part.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the areas that matter the most. It's just they messed up in easier to fix ways rather than hard to fix ways.
Yeah.
The only thing hard to fix on here is the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely need to go look up some tutorials on how to do a trailer and get their code opening and everything straightened out.
Yep. All right. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah.